So here's how I'm going to modify this register box. It's got that flange on there. It's going to be in the way, and the inside of it is going to prevent it from fitting around the fan that I have. But removing that gives me about 10 1/8 inches inside of this, and that'll fit over the fan. I'll have a video of that assembly coming up next. Alright, that sucked, and now we got this mangled piece of crap here that we're gonna just adapt for what we need. Freaking cut the crap out of myself, but I'll be alright. So the piece that I took off was this this flange, whatever you want to call it. It went all the way around this thing here, and it was actually in the way. It would not allow this 10-inch box to fit over the 10-inch box that is the fan that I'll show you here in a second. But what we're going to have is this piece is going to sit on top of the fan, exhausting out. Next, it'll be this collar. This one's a little taller than I thought, or a little bit taller than I wanted, but what was around locally and available, that's going to fit on top of there. And then we have this reducer from 8 inches to 6 inches. And that's going to fit on top of this. And that'll be the assembly that goes on top of the fan. Something that I found was interesting, you know, this is 6 inches right here. This is 6 inches. But this does not fit around the outside very well. So on the other one that I have up there right now, I pretty much just stuffed it inside and then ran duct tape all the way around it. It's pretty ghetto. This whole thing's pretty ghetto. But it's really hot, and I need to do work in this garage, and I need airflow. And I also want to get my rigs up and running, and those things just are little space heaters, and that does not do well in Texas in summertime. So a few more seconds, I'll have the rest of this vid going, hopefully with this thing assembled, and that fan down, and then we're going to go up top into the attic where it's incredibly hot, and run the rest of that ducting to the outside. Here it is, all taped up and ready to go. Just a quick note on this. I decided to keep the louvers that are in there, and it's designed so that it should be horizontal or vertical, I don't know. It should be in a wall. And when the fan kicks on, the louvers open. See if I can zoom in a little bit. You can see them just beyond the fan blades. So when the fan kicks on, those louvers open, and then the air blows through. I decided to keep these, even though I'm putting it in the ceiling, so that in the wintertime I can have this off and those will shut, and I might put like a piece of insulation over the top of it to keep things warm in here. But we'll see how that goes in the future. Alright, I'm not going to do a whole lot of video up here because it is incredibly hot. It's got to be at least 120, maybe even more. It's like an oven. So this is one fan currently hooked up with all that crap. That's going to the outside. It's all 6 inch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie in, you know, this 6 inch to one of these, and then put that on top of this guy, and have these two connect, and then blow out that exhaust there in the eave. Over here is the top of the cabinet, and I'm going to do the same thing where I'm going to have to cut a 6 inch hole down there in the eave, and I'm going to have another one of these Ys, and they're going to connect and exit out over there. Ow, just hit my head. yeah, it's pretty hot up here. I need to renew this insulation too. This is from the 80s. Whew, all right. I'm sweating to death, but everything's in. Let's see the whole assembly and all that. I pretty much duct taped the piss out of it, and runs over here. I'm gonna organize this so there's not so many bends, and that's gonna be it for today. I might do that side tonight. I don't know, but I think I just lost like 20 pounds of sweat. Something else I need to do up here is, you can see there's no insulation whatsoever. So I gotta insulate up here too. And I gotta figure out how to move some air up here because it's pretty freaking hot. And that's gonna affect my AC for the rest of the house. But there it is. Sucking hot air out of the garage and taking it outside.